y'all. How y'all feeling tonight? This piece is a testimony of God bringing me through alcoholism. I was an alcohol person because I was a sexual person. But when I asked God to take away my promiscuous ways, not only did he take away my promiscuous ways, he took away my alcoholism as well. So I thank God for that. And this piece is not to discourage you from drinking, but it's only to make you think the reasonings behind why you drink so that you can't make a logical choice. This piece called Drunken Excuses.
Oh, yeah.
The pills of 99 bananas covered my eyes so I couldn't see what this sweet yet potent drink had in store for me. The wings of wild turkey spread through my body and gave me that numb yet uninhibited feelings. See, Jack Daniels and Jim Beam told me they was my favorite uncles. Little did I know that they was out to catch me slipping. Bacardi gave me 151 reasons why I should drink that last shot. Absolute had me absolutely thinking thoughts that I otherwise wouldn't have pondered on. Seagrams had me see grams and grams of hurt and pain that I felt deep within me. Moon sign had me staring at the moon with shiny eyes, not knowing if I was coming or going. Smearing off had me smear off all my actions from the night before to the morning after. Oh, Brandy, oh, she had me thinking every day was fine and dandy, so she made herself handy. See, she seduced my liver, but she didn't tell me that right away. She only made me feel good for that present moment. Hennessy made me see that she was a dime the night I met her. The morning after, she was 5 2s minus 8, which made her a 2 on the scale of 1 to 10. Next to her, an empty liquor bottle. Cavassier made me say, I don't have no condom, but I don't need one. See, something inside me said that if I wanted it that bad, to go to the store and pick up that lubricated rib, extra sensitive, extra pleasure magnum, XL Trojan condom. Since I was too drunk to drive, I saved myself a trip to the doctor or on one in pregnancy. Too much schnapps had me at a stop on the couch thinking to myself, what am I going to get into tonight? Or better question, who am I going to get into tonight? And then Everclear knocked me out the night before only to awake me the morning after with that sick, ready to die type feeling to my stomach. It was then that I was ever so clear that I didn't need liquor to be what I'm not, nor to make drunk excuses for any of my actions. But right before Christ came and just turned my life completely around and around, E and J had me on my P's and Q's, but I was still confusing my ABCs and my 1s and 2s. Grey Goose had me looking for a black duck on a golden pond that didn't exist. 99 berries had me counting, 89 strawberries, 79 cranberries, 69 black blueberries, 59 blackberries. I was black, ready to be buried with all this liquor that I was drinking, but I still didn't stop there because tequila had me ready to kill her when I thought that she was talking to another man. Come to find out it was only her uncle, and then Hypnotic had me hypnotized and thinking I was hit, really was not, but heard the ticks in my blue drunken mind. And then some stripper named Black Velvet told Jack Daniels to holler at Jim Beam, to tell Remy Martin to holler at Brandy, to tell Christian Brothers to tell me that if I don't stop all this drinking, that I was going to kill myself spiritually, kill myself emotionally and physically. So that was the day I dropped to my knees, I gave my life to Christ, and 5 years later, I still haven't taken another shot. This is the piece from the festival. It was a Father's Day piece, so happy Father's Day to all fathers in the house. We have a God-fearing fathers in the house. The word father is mentioned in the Bible over 600 times, so it must have some type of significance. My spiritual father made me a father, so I had to walk that road to mold, to teach, to shape, to preach the gospel in my own child's soul. My natural father taught me how to be a real man and how to stand on my own 2 feet. He said I had to read the word, I had to see the word, I had to believe the word. He said that a real father can pray and not feel flaky about it. He said that a real man can cry up to God because he understands that God has been just that good. He said that a real man would never leave his child under no circumstances, because if Christ didn't forsake us, then how can we forsake our own natural child? He said that sex didn't make us a man. It only makes us a boy who's trying to find himself and define his manhood through his pants, but zip up the pants and pick up the Bible so that you can know what a real man is. Because a real man will educate himself on the consequences of premarital sex. And he understands that AIDS will come knocking at his door like a bill collector, but it is a bill that you're going to have to pay for life, so just man up and do the correct thing the first time. My father said that a real father can talk the talk and walk the walk on solid ground. He's not shaky in his faith because he knows that he knows that he knows. He understands that pride comes before destruction. So when he only sees 2 footprints in the sand, that it was then that it was Christ that carried him through his most difficult situations. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. See, a real father knows this prayer like he knows the score of a basketball game, because he understands that he must honor his father so that his father can make him into a better father in this walk called fatherhood. A real father walks by that scripture of Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me, but not only does he believe that for himself, but he passes it to his children like a long distance pass in a football game, because he understands that if he passes it correctly, that it is a touchdown every time, because he goes by that scripture of training up a child in the way that they shall go and they shall never eat. See, a real father can eat that spiritual food and allow it to stick to his spiritual ribs like a full-course meal, because he wants to take the Christ in him and give it to the ones that he calls his children. See, a real father, a great father, a good father, a God-fearing father will keep walking and walking and walking and walking just for the sake for his own children. See, But fathers, if you stand for yourself and stand for your children, and most of all, if you stand for Christ, all else will just trickle down like a light, gentle rain, and we will be blessed as good fathers. We will be blessed as great fathers. We will be blessed because we're God-fearing fathers.